Packers released a powerful video called Enough is Enough. Andrew Siciliano caught up with Packers guard Billy Turner, who's featured in the piece. He tells us what players are doing to create change.
I'm embarrassed. I'm embarrassed as a human.
Tired.
Frustrated.
Heartbroken.
Disappointed.
Distraught.
Disgusted.
Disgusted.
The inhumane murder of George Floyd has become a far too common image in America.
We're here today to say no more.
No more. Enough.
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 Enough is enough. People who look like me should not be afraid around law enforcement.
I'm a human, just like all of you. My blood is red and my heart pumps that blood. I'm a human too.
I believe the issue to be systemic. And because it's systemic, we all can play a part in fixing this.
We need structural reform, not only from the community, but from law enforcement in a collaborative way.
Antiquated laws and legislation needs to be amended or repealed, especially those that are prejudicially biased to people of color.
Racism is taught and learned. It's not something you're born with. Let's do a better job of educating our youth and the younger people behind us.
We come up with real solutions to make significant change. The right actions speak a lot louder than the right words.
We stand united against racism,
Against police brutality,
We stand against a broken system.
Against oppression.
Against injustice.
Injustice.
We stand against injustice.
We ask that you commit to listening with an open heart.
It's time we all educate ourselves and put action to words.
It's time for a change.
for change.
It is time for change.
It is time for change.
It's time for change.
It is time for change.
Listen, a lot of teams did some great work and sent some powerful messages. You saw Billy Turner in there, the Packers message, and he joins us now live on NFL Now. Billy, I thought what the Packers put together, Enough is Enough, was by far the best. Take me back, though, to your team meeting after the death of George Floyd. And what led to that message? It was powerful. Everyone says these team meetings have been cathartic. Tell me about the Packers team meeting.
Our meeting was it was good. It was very informational for a lot of the guys on the team. As I'm sure you know, as most people know, when it comes to professions of all kinds, it's not just professional sports. People come from all different walks of life. People come from, the East Coast, West Coast, North, South, different countries. And with that being said, people from all over, despite the color of their skin, despite their wealth, despite any of that, everyone deals with different things. So the information that was, talked about was positive because it enlightened and it proved to some people on the team that were, just unaware of the issues at hand. And we were able to kind of dig into exactly what happened, what was going on around the Twin Cities area where I was born and raised, with the George Floyd incident. But not only that, it was a great conversation about, what we all believed the issue was and how we could personally take a step forward in helping the community change this problem.
You're in Minneapolis now. How is Minneapolis now, Billy, a month later?
It's, it's as could be expected. There's still a lot of turmoil in the area. There's a lot of energy in the area down around Cup Foods where the incident happened. The memorial still covers the entire street. There's people who are still peacefully protesting every day. And on top of that, you can tell just when you're down in the downtown area that there's an electricity down there, and that I hesitate to say that people are on edge, but that is the truth. There's people who are walking around, they're on edge, they're looking at different things, and people are just kind of moving at a little bit different pace around this area right now.
No, I mean, everyone's, I think, kind of on edge. Billy, we've seen it as well, I think, with NBA players saying, is this the right time to come back? Granted, basketball players potentially in Orlando now will be back in competition before you guys are. Have you had those same thoughts with everyone on edge? Like, is it right to go put a helmet on again?
I've thought about it. Everyone's talking about Kyrie and his message that, he kind of put out there a week or so ago about the NBA season resuming in Orlando in the upcoming weeks, and how he believes that the issue at hand is a lot bigger than basketball itself, which it is. The issue at hand is a lot bigger than any person or any profession at that matter on this earth right now. I believe that 110%. It's tough to say that you don't allow people to go out and to play basketball, to play football, hockey, baseball, whatever, because when it comes to issues like this, issues that hit home for people, one of the important things is how do you cope with that? How do you move forward and try to be as positive as possible to help create change in the world in a positive way? And, someone like me, I work out and I play football because I love it. But at the same time, when I'm hitting the gym and I'm hitting my drills, by myself during the off season, a lot of times it's a hobby that allows me to release anger, to release, unwanted energy that is within me, that builds up over the course of days, months, and weeks. And in particular, the last month, especially, I've been hitting the gym. I've been trying to golf. I've been creating. I've been, doing art. I've been doing a lot of different things to help me kind of release all of this bad, call it evil energy and this mindset that keeps accumulating just because of all of these acts and all of these things that are going on throughout our country right now.
It's interesting as we spin it forward here. A lot of people would argue that playing, though, regardless of the sport, keeps you out there to spread a message. Curious, Anthony Lynn, the coach of the Chargers last week, he didn't say he's against kneeling at all. I don't want to put words in his mouth, but he kind of had the tone like, kneeling's fine, but we're past that now. It's about actually taking action. It's about actually doing something, and that by playing and by keeping your message out there, that is taking action. But Billy, what really is next? Like, what is the action that you would like to see get taken?
I agree with part of what he said, and that is, majority of the guys, I don't want to say majority, but a lot of guys in the NFL did kneel before they came up with this rule saying that they were going to fine the team if you were kneeling. If you want to do that, you got to stay in the locker room. You got to stay in the tunnel. Before that, a lot of us did kneel. And we got the message out, so to speak, but that didn't make a difference. So moving forward, something needs to change. There's too many lives that are just gone in the blink of an eye because of, issues in this country that should not happen. Us as humans, I believe that we're beyond something like that, and that's why I get so sick to my stomach when I continue to see all of these people losing their lives. For what? Because the color of your skin is a couple shades darker than someone else's? That's never made sense to me, but the action that is needed is change, and how you make that action, known, how you make that action happen, being an NFL player or, being in a professional sports setting. I'm not necessarily sure, but I don't believe that is necessarily not going out there and playing football, not going out there and playing basketball, because I think there is messages and there is things that you can do to get the message out there, just as efficiently while playing versus not playing.
And by staying in the spotlight, hopefully safely, that's the most important thing. You still have that megaphone. You still have that platform to potentially affect that change. Billy, appreciate having you on, man. Thanks for being so candid here. Good luck to you with football, with art, with everything, and hope to talk to you again soon.
Thank you, man. I appreciate it.